Mama June. Dralin Carswell's legal troubles are worse than he thinks. Mama June star Alana Thompson initially made the headlines by making her relationship official with Dralin Carswell, who was 4 years older than her. Viewers doubted the latter's intentions and wondered if Honey Boo Boo made the right choice or not. But their concerns further fueled up when they learned about her boyfriend's legal troubles. Apparently, Dralin was taking his DUI incident very lightly, but soon he got to know about the severity of his issues and realized that his legal troubles were worse than he was thinking. What is it all about? Mama June. Dralin learns about the severity of his legal issues. Dralin decided to accompany his girlfriend, Honey Boo Boo, when she got admission into a college in Colorado. He was planning to uproot his life and start a new chapter with his partner in a completely new state. However, he had to sort out his legal troubles in 2023 before winding up his life. Hence, Dralin decided to talk to his lawyer and discuss his plans to move to a different state. He explained that he had 5 tickets under his name and wondered if he was allowed to leave. The celeb appeared to have a casual approach until his lawyer pointed out the severity of the entire case. He suggested that he talk to the higher authorities as his legal issues were worse than he was thinking of. Dralin then contacted the DA and explained the entire situation to him. He revealed that he had to go behind bars about 5 months ago and wanted to know if he was allowed to leave the state or not. Carswell emphasized the fact that he only had tickets under his name and nothing else. But it appears that Dralin wasn't aware of what was coming next. In an exclusive clip by ET, DA revealed that the celeb had tickets and a warrant. Carswell couldn't believe it, while Pumpkin was also in disbelief. Hence, it is evident that Dralin would have to deal with a lot before he moves to Colorado. Mama June. Everything about Dralin's DUI arrest of 2023. In 2023, Mama June star Dralin had to go behind the bars because of having a car chase with Honey Boo Boo sitting in the passenger seat. A Monroe County reporter confirmed that the authorities had to chase the couple for about 3 miles in Georgia before they used a PATE, precision immobilization technique, maneuver to disable the charger and stop the car. This came after the officer realized that the owner of the car had many outstanding warrants and asked Dralin to stop. But he ended up fleeing, which further deteriorated the entire matter. Hence, when Dralin was under police custody, he was accused of charges. They were attempting to elude a police officer or fleeing along with DUI, less safe drugs, and 3 more that were directly related to traffic rules. Dralin then had to go to jail, but he soon managed to get a bond of $25,000 and was set free. However, his legal issues were still prevailing and acting as stepping stones in his move to Colorado. What next will Dralin have to face because of his car chase incident? Keep coming back to TV season and spoilers for the latest Mama June tea. The drama never rests in Mama June Shannon's universe, but this time the spotlight isn't just on her. It's circling in on her youngest daughter Alana Honey Boo Boo Thompson's boyfriend, Dralin Carswell. From charming teen romance to legal chaos, Dralin's journey has taken a sharp and dangerous turn, and the consequences may be more severe than even he realizes. What began as a minor brush with law enforcement has now spiraled into a full-blown legal nightmare, one that threatens not only his freedom, but Alana's public image and the fragile peace the Shannon family has been struggling to maintain. And while Dralin may believe he's still got time to figure things out, insiders say he's vastly underestimating just how deep the trouble goes and what it could mean for the future. A relationship born in chaos. When Alana began dating Dralin, fans were skeptical. She was still a teen, a reality TV star trying to shake off the ghosts of her childhood, and Dralin was already facing criticism for being several years older. The public eye has never been kind to the men who enter the Shannon family orbit, and Dralin's entry was no exception. But Alana, fresh out of high school and hungry for stability, defended her boyfriend fiercely. Dralin became a steady presence in her life as she prepared for college, and despite their age gap and critics, the couple stayed united. He was seen accompanying her to school events, family outings, and social media milestones. Everything seemed under control, until it wasn't. The first sign of trouble. It started small. A traffic violation. a missed court appearance. Rumors circulated, but the couple dismissed them as exaggerated tabloid fodder. Yet behind the scenes, local law enforcement had already begun building a more troubling picture of Dralin's warning came when he was pulled over for reckless driving. Reports indicated he was speeding significantly above the limit, with Alana in the passenger seat. That single incident raised red flags, not just because of the law, but because of who was in the car with him. The authorities, now recognizing the driver as the boyfriend of a high-profile reality star, began paying closer attention. What they uncovered would set off a chain reaction that Dralin had not prepared for. The charges begin to stack. Sources close to law enforcement suggest Dralin's legal situation is not isolated to one or two infractions. It's a pattern. Public records reveal multiple citations, including driving without a valid license, failure to appear in court, and alleged possession of a controlled substance. While none of these charges on their own may appear catastrophic, the cumulative weight paints a very different picture. Legal analysts familiar with Georgia and Alabama court systems say that when such offenses are repeated, ignored, or escalate into probation violations, they can quickly snowball into serious jail time, especially if the accused is perceived as defiant or unwilling to comply with the court. And that's exactly what insiders say is happening with Dralin. He's been dodging deadlines, missing court dates, and brushing off legal advice as if the storm will simply pass. But legal experts warn, it won't. The Shannon family's growing concern. For a family used to chaos, the Shannons have surprisingly drawn a line around Dralin's situation. While Alana is still defending him publicly, Pumpkin and Josh, who have served as parental figures for years, are reportedly worried. They've seen firsthand what happens when legal troubles spiral out of control. Mama June's own history with the law, addiction, and poor choices left them picking up the pieces of a broken household. Now, with Dralin potentially dragging Alana into a similar vortex, the protective instincts are on full alert. Sources say Josh confronted Dralin during a recent family gathering, warning him that if he truly cared about Alana, he needed to take his legal issues seriously and fast. Pumpkin, meanwhile, has reportedly begged Alana to step back from the relationship until Dralin gets his act together. Alana, however, isn't budging. To her, Dralin is more than a boyfriend. He's been her escape, her anchor, and her support. But what happens when your anchor is sinking? The media firestorm looming. As whispers of Dralin's legal situation grow louder, entertainment media has started circling. Producers at WeTV, who've long capitalized on the Shannon family's real-life meltdowns, are said to be deliberating how much of Dralin's legal drama will make it into the next season of Mama June, Family Crisis. If it does, Alana could be forced into the most vulnerable position yet, defending her boyfriend on national television while balancing college, public opinion, and her own emotional well-being. But the media attention may do more than humiliate the couple. Publicity has a way of pressuring courts, amplifying consequences, and fast-tracking cases that otherwise would have remained local gossip. If Dralin thought he could skate under the radar, he may be sorely mistaken. Lawyers sound the alarm. Legal insiders familiar with the situation warn that Dralin is running out of options. His record is catching up with him, and unless he takes swift, responsible action, such as securing legal representation, appearing at all future hearings, and possibly enrolling in court-ordered programs, he could be facing real jail time. One attorney familiar with criminal court proceedings in the southern states noted that young men with minor offenses often get second chances, if they cooperate. But when a defendant skips court, ignores probation conditions, or continues driving illegally, the court will make an example of them, the lawyer said. And given Dralin's profile as the boyfriend of a famous teen reality star, the court might be less forgiving if they sense any arrogance or disregard for the law. The impact on Alana. While Dralin deals with the mounting legal fallout, Alana's own world is being turned upside down. She's working hard to transition into adulthood, college, independence, and a career away from reality TV. But this relationship drama is threatening to eclipse all of that. Friends close to her say she's torn. She wants to support Dralin and believes he can change, but she's beginning to feel the weight of his mistakes dragging on her reputation. College classmates are reportedly gossiping. Professors and advisors are asking subtle questions. Even some fans are beginning to wonder whether Alana is repeating the patterns of her mother, falling for the wrong guy and paying the price. The emotional burden is heavy. She's trying to build a different life, but now it's riddled with stress, legal letters.